Hey there guys, how's it going? My name is Sumed Chatterjee from the Flow Zone Academy, and I'm a flow state coach, which means that I help you feel better and perform better, and also flow with life. I mean, going with the current of life, not against the current of life. A lot of people, they don't trust the current of life. What is today's video about, guys? Today's video is about the biggest myth on the pathway to success. Now, the biggest myth that you can have for yourself on the pathway is that if you're scared of failure, you're not going to fail. If you are scared of failure, if you stay away from failure, you're not going to fail. If you resist failure, you're not going to fail. That's the biggest myth, the biggest lie. Because failure is a lesson. When have you learned the most from your life? From a heartbreak, from an empty wallet, from the times when you were down? Because rock bottom is where geniuses are built. There's a lot of people at rock bottom. That means the playing field has been set to scratch. And it doesn't mean you're actually starting from scratch. You're starting from experience, because you have a lot of life experience in your life, I'm sure. You might have some storyline telling you otherwise, but I'm sure you do. Maybe you switched jobs. Well, how about you use that industry that you just got out of and use that same knowledge to implement in your new career line, or what you're truly passionate about. You see, I always used to look at people around me and I used to be like, man, I never want to end up like them. All right, it's still a resistance to that. You see, in order for you to be rich, you got to fall in love with being broke. In order for you to have a relationship, you got to fall in love with being alone. Living life means loving what you do. Living life means doing what you love to do. Now, if life means you're not doing what you love to do, that's not living. That's not living. You're merely existing. That's not living. Living, you're full of vitality and life force energy. That's life. That's what Kundalini. It's the opposite of death. You feel like you're living as a muted reflection of you, a distorted version of you, a glitchy version of you. No, you got to understand. You got to do what you love. Find a way to do it. If you don't like your job, find a side hustle that you do enjoy. You gotta find ways to do what you love still. You gotta have hobbies that you love doing still. If I have to fall here and there and over here to do what I love, I'll do it. That's the price of success. That's the entrance level ticket for the amusement park of success. Failure is not an identity, it is an event. It is something that happened to you. It is not who you are. Because failure is merely a portal. It is a transit station for you to walk into and wait for the train for success to come in. And the way you do that is through preparation, through accurate thinking. So the myth was, if you're scared to fail, you're not going to fail. But what if you transform that? Let's look at the opposite side. Instead of scared, what do we have on the other side? We have love. Love coming from the heart. We always speak about love coming from the heart. Has the term lion-hearted, big heart, courageous, brave heart. The word brave comes from the word savage, so are you a savage? Or maybe it's the word savage that comes from the word brave. I have to look this up, guys, but this is what I'm reminded of. Instead of a fear of failure, why not have a love for success? Why not love success so much? So much that becomes your norm. Because now you're guided by love. You're guided by being on a path that you're creating a winning streak for, you're creating an upward spiral for, and you're getting better each day. Whereas the other one, it's like, I'm going to stay away from this, I'm going to avoid that, I'm not going to do this, and I'm going to stay in my comfort zone. Whereas the other one is like, hey, whatever, I'm going to do it anyway, because I love doing it. Align with what you love doing. Align with that enjoyment in what you love doing. And yeah, sometimes we got to go through the process of not loving what we're doing for the payoff. And the payoff later is you love what you're doing. But if you can love what you're doing right now, you won't need to have years and years and years to find what you love doing, because you're already loving what you're doing. Bring you closer towards loving what you do even more. You see, this is just challenging the mentality of a lot of people. Failure is the stargate for you to walk through to transport you into success. It's just the checkpoint in the video game. You get what I'm saying? It's the chapter in the book. Man, I had that conflict. I went all the way down, man. I hit rock bottom, and then I worked on myself. I got better. So when you close your eyes and you see a black and white version of you, whatever happened to you, maybe you're worried about the pandemic, maybe you got through a breakup, maybe you're someone in your family has passed away, whatever it is, if you imagine it like a black and white movie playing in your mind, seeing your situation, the character you've been playing in that situation. Now, this is a lot of techniques from my new book called TPM, okay? So you better get that book, okay? The prices are going up, so get it right now while you have the chance. Close your eyes, imagine a black and white version. Now slowly, start to imagine the colors getting brighter and sharper and more vivid. Kind of like you're in the Limitless movie, right? You just imagine all these colors just vibrant and everything is full of life. And you see your life transform in that brief moment where you're down in the dumps, in that slump, but then you jump out of the slump. Yo, I'm spitting bars right now. You gotta jump out of the slump. Hey, gotta jump out of the slump. Hey. And as you do that, you find your ultimate potential. And your ultimate potential is not definable. It is not decided on by others. It's decided on by you. So you get to choose. You make the choice. You do what you have to do, what you get to do, what you choose to do for your own betterment. So fail. Fail faster. Fail harder. Fail more. Fail right now in order for you to succeed. Because succeed is a word sounds similar to succession. Succession, meaning it's going to continue on your journey. It's not going to be one-time thing like, hey, I've succeeded. Got it. No. It's an everyday building of an image. It's the everyday visualization. It's the everyday affirmation. It's the everyday living your truth. It's the everyday showing up in front of a camera. It's the everyday doing your business or whatever you're doing right now. It's the everyday going into the depths of your philosophy, of your soul. So it's trying to wake you up out of this negative trance that the world is putting you in, brainwashing you to be a diluted and sedated human being. Instead, I want you to wake up and let this video be your guide for you to do that. Right now, today. Have an amazing day. May the flow be with you. Stay legendary. See you next time.